right, St. Lucia, good morning, bonjour tout le monde. Everybody feeling good? We're here in the Castries Market today and it's all about our Journée Creole festivities, and I have the organizer, one of the ladies behind this amazing event taking place. Bonjour.
Bonjour madame. No, I say Eldrina. No, I say Julian Alcy, better known as Eldrina.
And tell St. Lucia what's happening today right here in the market.
Well, ça qui a fait dans market là, depuis janvier ouvert, nous commençons à ramasser $5 nous. Quand garder $5 nous pour Hordiat, pour nous célébrer ensemble. Et nous tous célébrer ensemble, et nous tous enjoy quoi nous ensemble, et nous tous happy ensemble.
Exactly. So listen, St. Lucia, the market is where you need to come to get everything for Journée Creole and experience the authentic St. Lucian Journée Creole. Come and get all your fresh produce as well and support everybody and taste the best food ever. So it's about the experience and, you know, let people know why they need to celebrate their culture.
Raison nous fait nous célébrer culture nous. Ça c'est culture pays, chacun pays qui célébrer culture, so nous même qui célébrer ça nous. Expressement c'est l'année grand citoyen qui pas dire bien comprendre pas toi. So là on dit un bail pas toi, yo ka pli assise couteau parce que là on parle anglais. Puisque anglais à présent tellement high. Gros dit yo ka service. So là on parle pas toi à présent tout le monde ka comprendre plus mais parce que anglais.
St. Lucia, so there you have it. This is our culture. We have to love it, embrace it. Bon Journée Creole. Come down and visit the market as well. All right, St. Lucia, guess what? So you always have to bounce up with your friends. That's how we do it here in St. Lucia. And of course, you know what? This man is always behind the camera, so I had to put him in front this time. Hiram, how you doing? Let me tell you, you're queen looking good there with everything.
Yeah, so the queen looking rough. My vendors today really supporting them. And I'd like St. Lucian to really come and support our Journée Creole. I mean, it's my birthday month, you know, that's why I really come out and support, eat everything local. And I mean, in the market, you cannot get it more local than that.
That's right.
As I said, watch my plate. Watch the calabash, everything local, everything done by our vendors today. Really, instead of we buying the food from them, they're cooking for us today. So it's all about our vendors, you know, it's not them, they're selling the food, but they're cooking it today for us.
All right, St. Lucia, so again, the vibes, the energy right here in the market is amazing. Now I have with us our friend Priscilla, and I mean, I just love her madras setup. You see, I missed the memo, so that's why I'm not decked out either. But Priscilla, how are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Great. Now listen, she is one of the vendors here at the Castries Market. How is the experience so far with the Creole festivities for you?
Oh, well, it's been great. I cannot complain about it because we have it every year in the market. And then it's going very nice. All outsiders is coming in to purchase food and the Creole food, and they're enjoying the music and the fun out of it.
Now, you know one thing, the Castries Market is very important, especially you all as vendors, because you all supply us with the real fresh produce that helps us make, especially now for Journée Creole, our traditional food as well too. So how do you see this helping as well to promote, you know, what you all do here?
Oh, well, I could say that because, like we said, that the market is the Creole market. We could call it the Creole market because everything is in the market is local. We don't really imported things into the market, so we buy local things from the farmers to purchase into the market, and the customers coming out there to purchase all the local fresh foods.
All right, St. Lucia, so we have Clytia Boisville here. Again, somebody who has grown up with the market. That's why I tell you, the market is just so cultural and full of history, and you meet amazing people. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes, thank you. Today, I can see the market vendors have come together to celebrate the Journée Creole. Raising up by the market is not a first-time activity for the market vendors, but I say this year they've come out much greater with solo to entertain the public and foods to sell for everybody who are interested. I'm quite thankful that they come up with such idea. We also have a showcase of the old-time facilities and different bakes and how ovens have made bread and everything. It is quite a great idea. Whoever came out with that idea showcased everything our old heritage have. It all started with the market and persons going in the garden and coming down to sell to the public. And it is right here. No supermarket is needed. Nobody needs to go far. We have 5 hands on deck, and it's creating a one pot This is so nice, okay? You all need to come down to Sunday to experience more at the different communities because even by the market has showcased so much, all right?
All right, St. Lucia, let me tell you, you see the man right here? He's been dancing ever since we arrived. This is our own, the Mighty Whiner. He has represented us in many different competitions. As you can see, he have the rhythm. So, tell us why you love dancing, why you love our culture so.
Well, I don't really raise from dancing because by the time I get to know myself, my mother was a Seventh-day Adventist. But from young little boy, once I hear music, everything, I have to dance much less when I see women. Oh my God! So, this kind of thing that's our main thing. Our culture, first of all, today we're not even supposed to be talking English. It's strictly patois. A while ago, there's a lady there asking, what is the name of that? I just see that they don't know what the meaning of it, okay? So that's the right. So once I hear music, much as I have a nice lady like you in front of.
St. Lucia, let me tell you, dancing in his blood and this music, that's our culture. So, we dance away.
The Mighty Whiner, just go on YouTube and type the Mighty Whiner. You get my video.
So remember him, the Mighty Whiner, everybody. Right here, we're enjoying the Creole festivities. Yeah. All right, St. Lucia, so you know what? It was just such an experience being at the Castries Market. And you know what? I have a newfound sense of appreciation for the market itself, for the vendors. So a pleasant good morning to all the vendors and all the persons who just really help make the Castries Market exactly what it is. From the sights, the smells, the sounds, the music, the people. It is just truly an experience. And again, if this was any insight of what Journée Creole is going to be like, I already know it's going to be amazing because I had a blast and I hope you enjoyed that too. But stay tuned because we have so much more coming. Hey St. Lucia, good morning. Thank you for joining. Of course, you're watching This Morning here on DBS with me, your host, Chayla Mendez. Today, our special guest is Gary Boot, who is a very well experienced artist right here in St. Lucia. Great experience with developing creative industries here. Gary, thank you so much for being with us. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. It's good. Good talking to you today on culture.
Exactly. And listen, again, the countdown is on. Journée Creole is almost here. Yep. And we've been looking at so many different aspects that create and make our culture, from food to dance to music. So, of course, we have to touch on art. So, Gary, before we jump right into arts and our culture, just tell us a little bit more about your experience, because you have been in it for years and been really, making waves with your works as well and development.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've been involved in the arts for over 20 years. I have done many different exhibitions, traveled England, Dominican Republic, Trinidad, participate in the Carifesta events. I've done workshops. I've been an art teacher in secondary school, 2 secondary schools. So, the experience has been quite fulfilling.
And you know what? One question though, how did you get involved with art?
I actually started as a painter from a child. I actually like to, used to question the whole concept of how someone can put a picture on a clear surface, on a blank sheet of paper. And that had always amazed me. So whenever my parents bought exercise books for me, I would draw on the exercise books out of the curiosity, And I think eventually my parents bought a sketch pad for me, I think, by the time I got into early primary school. And I think I branched off from there.
Amazing. Now, you see, again, that's passion talking right there. Now, of course, we're all excited about Journée Creole, and we've been talking about our culture. And again, art is something as well that makes up our culture, and in my mind also helps to preserve our culture. Yeah. So what are your views on the role that art plays within our culture?
First of all, art is our culture. Our culture is art. And it is all in the way we speak, the way we dress, the way we see our values in our society. We have to first of all look at the language. The language is one of the primal influence of art in terms of how we communicate with each other.
Now, even when it comes to like artworks as well, because you're not limited to doing it just on paper. You know, it can be shown in the crafts and the pottery. And if, you know, my earliest recollections of our art, I think something a little bit more indigenous to us is, you know, like the murals that we would see down like by the wharf and in the back, you know, area there, where you have different scenes, whether it's like from masquerade scenes or like you said, you know, women by the river. And so in that again, I'm seeing that it's preserving and living on the memories of different traditions that we've had.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you know, art, in my opinion, I'm not able to paint as great as Gary, but it really is a way to help us preserve our culture, as you said. And it starts from, as you said, really just the language. So many dynamics come together.
Yeah, and to communicate, because the art, the art is a tool that we use to communicate our expressions.
Perfect.
You need to be able to now interpret those sort of expressions. And when we look at the masqueraders and we look at all the subjects related to masquerade, all this again comes from our traditional background as a colonial people, as slaves. And when we branch out as a free people, sort of like technical, kind of like free, but not free, but free in a sense, we sort of celebrated, and this is what we took with us when we were brought here. This is the only inspiration that we took with us. It is our rituals.
Well, listen, Gary, I don't think we could have said it any better than that. And St. Lucia, if there's one thing I want you to take from that, keywords here, art is a visual expression. And of course, again, it helps to depict, to preserve, you know, and keep our culture going. Absolutely. So again, we have a better understanding and a better appreciation and something to take forward with us and keep our memories of the past and traditions going. So again, you're watching this morning. Thank you so much, Gary. Thanks for being here.
It's a pleasure. You're welcome.
All right. We'll see you soon. Hey, St. Lucia, good morning. Thank you so much for joining. Of course, if you just tuned in, then you made it just in time. We're about to wrap up, but of course, we're doing it the right way. And again, culturally right. That's how I'll say it today. And of course, we have our very well-known storyteller, Mr. George Fish Alphonse, and he's going to give us a storytelling treat. So let's take it in.
Let me cruelize myself. Kopelape decide to play a tricks on the animals. So Kopelape decide he go organize a game called Hot, a trick to see how he could eat the rest of the animals. So Kopelape say, kisa na ife jodi ya. Masasa na ife. So Kopelape go up, build a nice little oven. Put his wood, everything on the side. In the quick! Kopelape na. First animal come down the road, Kopel Chien. Kopelape say, "Hey, Chien, ça come as what you are, Chien, but don't run. Yes, you got to do it. When you go out, Kopelape di, and you show a ticket. Where Fusa, what are they? Loud the hot. Now you have a if I saw the door, if now you're twig, if now the hot. Kopel Chien di, kick out the by side. Anyway, Kopel Chien a tué. Cochon a tué. La paix ouvert by la paix fermée fois. Bam! Il est quick. Kopel Chien laisse Kopel Chien pour un chalet. Il commence à hurler. Hot! Kopel la paix dit comment le comprendre ça? Il pas hot. Il pas hot. Les hot, moi caillou. In fact, I just party once or so. We make a little wrong, we still and he come back. He You open the oven. So we couple chien. You know. Bien rôti. Petit barbecue sauce qui passe à sous ça, il passe tac barbecue sauce à sous ça. Petit salade kaili. Il mange, il mange chien, il baille madame ni, il baille toutes ces riches qui couillent des bas. Débat! Mon chien ici à Jordia. Il mange chien. Il ôte sommeil pour. Next day, on peut la paix à son même soir, il pour comprendre quoi yo. Il est macaque de son chimère. Oui, pas ça. Macaque. Plus serveille. Pas ça. Puisqu'il joue avant. Macaque a sur pied bois. Macaque est visli. Macaque ça a été fait. So, il a venu. Gardez son chimère. Il est macaque de son. Macaque a fait du bail macaque. Il a descendu. Macaque koi. Il a perdu. Macaque qui m'a pas lancé comme ça, on va lancer. Ou pas bien copier ces macaques. Qui ça on là? Bon, doua yo, on va acheter des agrumes avec moi. Qui ça moi do? Copier la petite. On nous jouer un petit game. Nous va crier hot. Où est fou ça? Entrez. Les chauds qui dit hot. N'a ouvert baou. N'a entré. Ce que papa t'a dit. La paix. La paix, on toujours ni en bas. Et bien, la paix, entre eux, mouture m'a demandé pour monter, moi, ça m'a demandé pour lever pied, moi, pour monter là. Ou entre eux, mouture m'a demandé café. Mouture moi. Ce qu'on peut m'a dit. Bon, le macaque, le premier pas. Comment il peut faire ça? Il vient en reverse. Macaque dit oh la cagasse métal, fais métal. Son appel à truc. Macaque fait fermez ça là. Avant il déjà il est hot. La paix dit hot. Macaque dit hot. Ah il peut hot. Macaque ouvre. Les hot macaque. Moi je capote marcher à ça il a fait. Moi capote marcher à ça na avec la glow champion de femelle macaque et naïvier. Il est quick. Quoi? Il est quick. Quoi? Le macaque vrillé. La plaque ouverte là les bails. La peine nous déforce puisqu'il jamais il bien. Macaque gonflé. La paix gonflé tellement. Macaque même quand il dit, ça qui veut gonfler comme ça? Ça paraît de bon. Il dit, commencez à manger la paix. Il mange la paix. Commencez à ôter. Il mange la paix. Les filles prennent une intermission. Commencez à chanter. Il y a des hauts. Il y a des bons live. Il brûle de l'eau. Il vit. Il commence à manger la paix. Et qui dit comme ça? Do unto others as you would like others to do unto you. Is it quick? Wow. Is it quick? Wow.
All right, so didn't I tell you that was going to be a treat? And again, it just all forms part of our culture, our heritage. And, you know, big shout out to Mr. Fisher Alphonse, again, for keeping storytelling and that aspect of our culture alive. So I hope you enjoyed it. This was our show for today. I know it must have been a cultural treat. Again, it was my pleasure experiencing everything and sharing this with you. So stay tuned because we still have so much more coming for the rest of the week. And go out, have an amazing day, celebrate your culture, be proud of who you are, and we'll be right back here tomorrow.